Happy Saturday, guys. What's up? Welcome into another episode of the Daily Juice Podcast with me, Matt Perrault, at Sports Talk Matt. To follow me on Twitter, you guys know this podcast being brought to you by our friends at BetMGM and BetMGM.com, where new users can find themselves an offer for a $1,000 first bet for new users if you use the promo code JUICE at sign up for a new account at BetMGM.com. All right, back-to-back winning nights. Another 2-1 night for us last night. We only laid minus 105 on the Devils, who got smoked by the by the Hurricanes. Bad bet there by me on that, but we get the baseball bet right. We get the basketball bet right, so that's good. Celtics team total comes in, and the first 5 over in the Reds and the White Sox game comes in as well, so that's very good. I have got a bunch of bets to give you that are not official, but it's a big betting day, like a really big betting day. So I want to give you a Canelo Alvarez boxing pick. I'm going to give you a UFC 288 main event, Cejudo versus Sterling pick. And I'm going to give you a bet for the Derby. These are not official plays, all right? These are bets you can make if you would like, fade or follow, but I know it's a big betting day. So today is the type of day where you guys get to make up your own choices as to what you want to fade and what you want to follow, okay? I do have 4 bets going today myself officially. 2 in baseball, 1 in hockey, 1 in the NBA. Those official bets, though, won't really have the heat of the day, to be quite honest. Everyone's so fired up with the Derby, so fired up about 2 big combat sporting events tonight. Big sports night and day today here in America. But before we do any of that, it is time to make the announcement to tell you who won the free year upgrade to BettingPros Premium for the month of April. It is time to announce the winner of the BettingPros Premium 1 year. It's Santiago Garza. Santiago Garza, please get in touch with our customer support agents at mailbag@bettingpros.com. with proof of your subscription to the Betting Pros YouTube channel and your current bettingpros.com username, and we will get you that upgrade processed as soon as possible. Again, the winner is Santiago Garza, winner of the 1 year upgrade to Betting Pros Premium for the month of April. This is very, very cool stuff. Congratulations to Santiago. Thank you for leading the comment you see on the screen. Let's go. Great night, Matt. We really love that upgrade. Well, you ask and you will receive. So if you want to get involved with more stuff with Betting Pros, how about downloading the Betting Pros app? You guys can do this by downloading the free Betting Pros app for iOS or Android. Using that app, you can sync your sports books in less than a minute to automatically track your bets across all sports books in one spot. After syncing, you'll enjoy access to detailed bet analytics by sport and by bet type, including game picks, props, and parlays. You'll also get insight and personalized recommendations for props, game picks, and more tailored to your interest plays. To enjoy the benefits of Sportsbook Sync, download the Betting Pros app by visiting bettingpros.com/apps. That's APPS, or search Betting Pros in the App Store. All right, let's talk about tonight's action. These bets are not official. These bets are things you can do if you would like. I am making these plays, but these are plays on sports I'm not that good at, okay? 1, the Derby, all right? I'm doing a $2, maybe turning it into a $4, which this ticket would cost you $12 or $24. A trifecta box for the Derby. I'm taking the 6, the 15, and the 17. Trifecta box means any order that those 3 horses come in, you will win, okay? The 6 win, 15 goes in the show, 17 place, okay? 6, 15, 17 in no particular order. Those are 2 Todd Pletcher horses, and at the time of taping, that is one of the favorites to come in and win the Derby. The 15 is favored to win the Derby. We'll see what the closing number is going to be. But if you want a Derby bet, there's your Derby bet. The 6 horse, the 15 horse, and the 17 horse. Trifecta box in any order that they come in and win. If you want to key one of those numbers, feel free to do that. If you're a horse guy, you know what I'm talking about there by keying numbers. If you're a newbie and a novice like me and just want to have action on the Derby, 6, 15, 17, trifecta box there. $2 or $4 trifecta box to come in. We'll see what that's going to wind up paying out. We won't know until after the race goes off and the race is final with the closing odds. It's pari-mutuel betting after all. It's a Kentucky Derby Saturday here on the first Saturday of May. Now, Canelo Alvarez is boxing a tomato can named John Ryder today. All right. Total for this fight is 8.5 rounds. That is into the 9th round, halfway through the 9th round of a 12-round fight. I don't think this guy's going to be around that long. The over is even money. The under is slightly juiced. Canelo will play with his food at times. I'll admit that, okay? But I think in round 6, 7, or 8, I think Canelo gets it done. I don't think we see the 9th round and then Canelo scores a big knockout, gets himself cleaned out of this guy, John Ryder. I think it's a pretty easy fight. I think it could be a pretty quick fight for Canelo. Ends it. He normally let people get some bang for their buck here on the Cinco de Mayo weekend. So I don't think it ends like in the 2nd or 3rd round, but I think it does end before we get to the 9th. Canelo Alvarez by knockout is minus 375. Not really interested in doing that, although I do think he knocks him out. Just going to bet the under minus 120, under 8.5 rounds for Canelo Alvarez taking on John Ryder. And in the main event of UFC 288, it's Henry Cejudo, Triple C, coming back after a 3-year layoff to fight Aljamain Sterling, the belt holder at the bantamweight division. This is not the natural weight class for Henry Cejudo. He will be a shorter, smaller man, but this is an Olympic wrestler in Cejudo who's been out. Is ring rust a real thing? I think it is. How does Cejudo win? I don't think going to the cards is how it happens. But being out and away from the game for 3 years against the champion, Cejudo might get smoked, even out wrestled, even submitted. But how does Cejudo win? He clips Sterling. Maybe clips him early. He hits hard. This is a feel bet for me, okay? Cejudo hasn't lost since 2021 or 2022? It's been a long time. No, longer than that since Cejudo lost. Hold on. He's got a huge fight streak. He's been off for 3 years. But Cejudo is a guy at either weight class, is flyweight or bantamweight, is extremely dangerous. Cejudo's last loss came to Joseph Benavidez back in 2016. That's the last time Cejudo lost. All right? He just knows how to win. Now, he's been off for 3 years, but he knows how to win. And getting back in there, it's not like he's been sitting on the couch, okay? His last 3 fights, 1st round, 3rd round, 2nd round stoppages. A knee, punches, and punches to Dillashaw, Moraes, and Dominic Cruz. Cejudo Sterling on this other side hasn't gone to the cards. Yes, the Petr Yan fight went to the cards, but he knocked out Dillashaw, and he submitted Corey Sandhagen. 3-round fights before that. In the 5-rounders, he's only gone to the cards once. At plus money, I think there's decent value here. Under 4.5 rounds, Cejudo and Sterling. That means it goes into the 5th round, halfway through the 5th round, so almost to the end of the fight. Anything in the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th rounds, any stoppages, anything that ends knockout or submission, we cash. The books at minus 140 are juicing it to the over. They think it goes to the cards. I'm not so sure. I just feel like this thing's going to end earlier than people think and the books think. Main event, bantamweight, guy on a 3-year layoff, not wanting to go 5 rounds, not having that scar tissue built up to fight over 5 rounds, 5 championship rounds. Under 4.5, Cejudo Sterling at plus 120. All right, those are not official. Okay, those are just plays I will make for fights and the Derby. Okay, 6, 15, 17, trifecta box for the Derby. Canelo under 8.5 rounds at minus 120. Under 4.5 rounds, main event, UFC 288 at plus 120. Okay, now to the official plays. Let's go back to the Reds and the White Sox. We cashed it yesterday, first 5, over 4.5 rounds. It was minus 120. BetMGM has this tonight. Over 4.5 rounds over 4.5 runs at minus 130. All right. Clevenger against Lodolo. Now, the pitching matchup matters. If we get scratches at any time as we're betting first five, punt the bet, okay? The handicap's off. I have a system that I'm trying out, okay? Went 1-0 yesterday. We're going to go with 2 bets today and see if I can find my way into a little bit of a hot streak here with Major League Baseball. First 5 overs. The first play is Reds and the White Sox again. Chicago averages over 2 runs every 5 innings, 3.2 for the Reds. Clevenger, over his last 5 starts, has been giving up 3 runs in 5 innings. Lodolo, 4.2 runs over the first 5, his last 5 starts. I think we're going to see offense again here. Either team over 4.5 runs is minus 130. You actually can bet 5 even money if you want the push potential. But I think 5's the number. I think 3-2 is the number. Much like yesterday, I said 3-2. Now we got 6 runs in the first 5 yesterday for this game. I think 5 runs is still a good number to pop in here. Over 4.5 runs, White Sox Reds at minus 130, 1.3 units down. Official play here for baseball. Second bet, also in baseball. We're going to the Rangers and the Angels. Eovaldi against Reed Detmer. Over the last 5 starts, Reed Detmer is averaging 3.8 runs given up. Nathan Eovaldi, 2.8 runs given up. The over 4.5 runs is minus 120 here. I think we're going to see offense off these pitchers, and I think these teams have the offenses with the Rangers bats and the Angels bats. I think we have enough to get it done here to get a 3-2 after 5 to cash the minus 120. We're going to play the first 5 over 4.5 runs again at BetMGM, and you can bet 5 again if you want. You can go ahead and bet 5. It's flat. You can get a little even money action on it if you want, but I'm going to take the 5 in the win versus 5 in the push, and it's not that expensive, at 1.2 units. All right, first 5 over 4.5 runs, Reds, White Sox. First 5 over 4.5 runs, Rangers, Angels, minus 120 and minus 130. Now, I messed up last night. I thought for the darndest that Friday night was going to be the hockey game for the Oilers and the Golden Knights. My daughter had Golden Knights Day on Friday. Like, everybody thought they moved the game for TV purposes for Saturday night and hockey night in Canada. Annoying. So if that's still live, I made it, and we got better juice because now it's minus 140. We got minus 125. Golden Knights over 6.5 with the Oilers. Same bet. It's live. We just made it yesterday versus making it today. It goes off tonight in hockey. And then that takes us to the NBA. I have no real idea what happens with the Warriors and the Lakers. I have a Warriors ticket to win the Western Conference at plus 385. I will get involved with this series after game 3. I want to see who has the 2-1 lead. I think it's going to be the Lakers, but I'm not positive. Warriors could absolutely beat the Lakers. I just don't know what to make of it. I was going to lean towards the Nuggets, and then the Suns won, even though they didn't look great doing it at times. The Suns won and took game 3. I lean Lakers, but the Warriors could roll it back and do something big. I can't bet it. I can bet Miami laying 3.5 points up against the Knicks, however. Miami is very good at home, and Miami is a team that's going to be tough to be dealing with. Jimmy Butler's going to be back. Brunson should be back as well for the Knicks at 100%, but it's scary because Miami 17, 26, and 2 ATS this year at home. That's horrific. But they're 8-2 over their last 10 games, and they've covered 5 straight games. Much like in the NBA and all these series. Last night, same thing, right? Point spreads don't matter. Boston won, covered. Suns won, covered. If the home favorite or the favorite doesn't cover, they lose the game outright. So it's either lay the 3.5 with Miami or bet the Knicks outright. I'm going to lay the 3.5 with Miami and Jimmy Butler at home, and let's see if they can get a W here up against the New York Knicks, who I think on the road may struggle a little bit here against the Miami Heat. It's a weekend, so it should have a pretty good crowd. There's a lot of really fun stuff happening going on, a lot of cool things going on in this series, but Knicks on the 3rd of March won. beat them by 2, but laying 1.5, they lost by 2. At home, and they won by 7 on the 22nd of March against the New York Knicks in Miami. I'm going to jump back with a zigzag theory. Miami won game 1. They lost game 2. They win game 3. I'm going to lay to 3.5, 1.15 units down. Miami and New York. Game 3 goes to the Heat at home. All right. 4 official plays. Over 4.5 runs, Reds and the White Sox, minus 130. Over 4.5 runs, Rangers and the Angels. First 5 on both these baseball bets. Over 4.5 runs at minus 120. Over 6.5 goals for the Oilers and the Golden Knights at minus 125 from yesterday. And Miami minus 3.5. Minus 115 on that. 4 bets, a bunch of leans. Again, if you missed it, the leans, the personal plays, if you will. Derby, trifecta box, 6 horse, 15, 17. Canelo under 8.5 rounds and under 4.5 rounds in the main event for UFC 288. Big day, fun day. Get you guys in the Discord channel, bettingpros.com/chat. Let's have some fun today on a Saturday. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me on Twitter @SportsTalkMatt each and every morning. It is the Daily Juice Podcast being brought to you by BetMGM.